I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. Hi and welcome to Learning from Life in UK test part 410. Scientists, Engineers and Inventors part 3, where it's on page 170. While doing risk training. If you participate in the risk training, this is your own risk. So there was Sir Christopher Cockerell, and he invented the Hoover crowd. I still have nothing new. I think it is the thing with that big blauer gum underneath on which the whole thing is floating. James Goodfellow, he invented the cash dispensing, whatever cash dispensing machine. And this cash dispensing ATM machine is, the first one was in 1976 at Barclays Banks in London, in East End, built up. It seems to be the thing where you can go and get the money, if you have money there. Sir Robert Edwards. The two here named Sir Robert Edwards and Patrick Steptoe. An energetic step in, I know, but I have to know the exact title. In vitro fertilization. Was that? So 1978 did Sir Robert Edwards and Patrick Steptoe, I think they discovered it then, the in vitro fertilization. And I think that is, I didn't say that, said it then, that the thing is basically like an injection directly injected into the thing in the laboratory. I think that is it, but I don't know what it is. But now where are Sir Ian Wilmot and Keith Campbell? Belong together? They belong together. So that was cloning Keith Campbell and Sir Ian Wilmot. 1996. They cloned Dolly the sheep. Sir Peter Mansfield, he made the MRI machine, the magnetic resonance imaging machine. With that thing, people can look into the human body and look how it moves. Also how it moves also. We can see the brain, how the brain moves, and how the organs are moving. And we don't have to cut it out. When there is Sir Tim Berners-Lee on Christmas Eve, 1990, he was there the first thing said. I think that was the first thing said. He sent the first piece of information over the internet, over the World Wide Web. So these were the scientists, engineers, and inventors. If you were just here for that, when it is it, we will have the title others. In the next part, some people more. Now, you can go to the next part if you're just here for other people. Otherwise, we're having now the risk training, and if you participate in that risk training, that is at your own risk. We're having a good and stable stand, and we're having the arms next to us, the hand found fists. And we're bringing these fists down. And up in that exercise is the spotlight. Again down. Then up. And we're having 3 rules. The first rule. We're stopping immediately as soon as we feel pain. The next exercise. That is weapon of fist to the inside, to the outside. That is the flashlight. The second rule. That we're going on as far as we can go with the F. And the third one. That we're not overdoing it. You just want to strengthen it out. Don't exhaust anything. And I'm going to announce 2-3 breaks, but you can take a break at any time if you're having a lot of exercise. Now, the next one is the magician. Flat hands next to us, and we bring his flat hands to the inside and to the outside. Last time. Now the pancake flipper. You can skip this exercise for some also. Flat hands and bring them up. And again down. That was last time. Now the exercise, the next one is the quadrangular castle. Both hands with fists out, and we bring these fists to the inside. Up. And to the outside. Down. The last one to the inside. No, backwards, down. To the outside. Up. And to the outside. Now the strap anxious to a fever, you can skip this exercise again. Hand next to us, hands formed to a fist. We're bringing this fist down to flexion, and we're pressing carefully against it. And point. Pressing it to the top. And bottom. Now with the other hand, the fist down, and we're pressing against it. And pulling from the outside. And we're pressing from top. And from bottom. Now to the T-Rex in the morning. Flat hands out, and we bring them down. And one last time. Now the T-Rex in jump. If you don't have a tennis ball, just don't think of it. And hold it and press onto the tennis ball with moderate force, or just make a strong fist. Releasing it. And press again. Release. And press forward. Last time. Now with your right. And we're pressing again. Releasing. Pressing again. Releasing. And releasing. Now a cautious bring. Place the fingertips of one hand on top of the fingernails of the other hand. Press a bit on it and open slowly. And close it. Now we're switching and on the other side. Opening and closing. Last time. And now, vier theses nu sind vier director. Hands in front of us, hold the fists. Opening slowly, and reclosing hands slowly. Opening in, and reclosing. Opening, closing. Last time. Now the frog testing the water temperature. You can skip this exercise. Hands next to us, and we bring them down with the flat fingers. And up with strong fists. Down with flat fingers. Up with strong fists. Down with flat fingers. Up with strong fists. Down with flat fingers. Last time. Now the bicycle bridge. Hands next to us flat. Now bend them as knuckles. Hold it 1 2 seconds and open it. One last time. Now we claw. Flat hands, and we're making claws. Opening again, and we're making claws. Hold it for 1 2 seconds. And open it. One last one. The next exercise, you can skip it again if you want. Arms up and strong fists and bring them into flexion. So in and now out. Extension with flat fingers. Again in, flexion, strong fists, out, extension, flat fingers. In, strong fists, flexion, out, extended fingers also extended and flat fingers. And the last one, in, strong fists, out, extension, wrist and flat fingers. And we're ending. And now the ice axe, flat hand, bending it again at the knuckles, and we're pressing now on top of it. And on the other side, flat hand, bend it at the knuckles, and press on top. And the last exercise, the unfolding rocket boosters. Stand still, long arms, strong fists, and bring the strong fists to the inside. And to the outside, extension and flat fingers. Again, in, strong fists to the inside. And out, flat fingers extension. Again, in. Out. And last round in, strong fists. Out, flat fingers extension. And we're ending here. And now we come with moderate pressure of the middle part of the lower arm. And on the other side. And with most of this training, I thank you very much.